A 90-year-old man was having his annual checkup while his family was waiting in the waiting room. During his checkup, the doctor asked the man if he was having any problems wetting the bed. The man replies, "Oh no, doc. On the contrary. Every time I go into the washroom, a fairy or something turns on the light. And every time I close the door behind me to leave, the fairy or something turns off the light. It's really wonderful." The doctor looked concerned and scribbled down some notes. After the checkup, the doctor went out to the waiting room to see the man's family. The family asked, "How was his checkup?" The doctor replies, "Physically, everything was great, but mentally, I'm a little bit concerned that he might be coming down with dementia or something." The lady, with a concerned look on her face, says, "Why do you say that, doc?" The doctor responded, "Well, during his checkup, I asked him if he was having any problems with going to the washroom. He told me it was actually the opposite, and that every time he went into the bathroom, opened the door, a fairy or something would turn the light on, and every time he left, a fairy or something would turn the light off as he closed the door behind him. I'm just a little concerned with his mental health," the doctor said. The lady, with a horrified look on her face, said, "Oh no, Grandpa's been going to the washroom in the fridge again." You're welcome. Separated. All right, so we're here looking at a piece of property that's 34 acres, and it's really cool. It's in a really cool area. It has running water through it. There's, I think, an apple tree. And
and there's some more like that too.
Yeah, there's quite a few actually. There's maple trees, there's tons of pine, and best of all, there's already a roadway going through it. So like a driveway or whatever, but it's really cool. We just walked it. It's probably got to be at least a kilometer up the driveway, I guess you would call, right? Roadway.
It may be closer to a mile in there.
Maybe to this clearing.
Yeah, and this here's a cleared area.
Yeah, so it'd be a great spot to start with the tent that we have right now, and then to build a cabin. So
because it's already, there's such a plus having a driveway and an already cleared spot.
It is. And then the running water will be huge because this is going to be off grid and we need a water source, and you know, digging a well can be quite expensive and a lot of, you know, effort, I guess, or money.
We're going to try to do this one in a way that doesn't involve other stuff.
Any other people coming in to help.
It's just possible. Like if we could do the whole thing without that, that would be ideal.
Yeah, so it
saves a ton of money.
Does. And if we could just walk just a tiny bit down that way where that stream was and scoop up our own water, that'd be really great. And then obviously rain barrels and stuff like that. Makes sense. So
yeah, cool to figure out a way to like be able to prepare and like have a camp at the same time.
Yeah.
And a cabin, and obviously a place to hunt, do our syrup. Yeah. And then a place though that we could figure out, yeah, like she said, the water, firewood, which, you know, we're actually going to use this for our firewood as well. Because there's lots of hardwood. Yeah. It's a mix of hard and softwood. And then the like compost and toilet, things like that, but kind of setting it all up like that. Yeah. Still going to use some, you know, some solar stuff once we get to that point.
Definitely,
you know,
yeah.
too.
Yeah.
But yeah, like setting it up like that, so it's a fully off-grid place.
But functional.
Yeah. Be fun.
Yeah, and it seems like we've looked at a lot of properties lately, and even here in New Brunswick, they're just like quite expensive for what they are. And did you tell them that you got into the other one yet?
Yeah, I was just saying it when I was walking a little bit.
Okay, yeah, right, and that was just no good, so.
All kinds of moose. Poop. All kind of on an incline. There was moose, lots of moose sign there, so that's cool, but it just didn't make sense for us building a spot for the other things we're looking for. There's no maples really on it.
Yeah.
And there was not like a roadway. you weren't able to get into your, like, this is super private in here. We're in the middle of the woods fully.
Yeah. And it's accessible year round, whereas that one wasn't. So
Minus
that's a
our
problem.
road. We'll figure something out with this.
Yeah.
But that's our personal road.
Right, exactly.
But aside from that, the other part's maintained, so that's
Yeah.
cool. Big plus. The other one wasn't, yeah.
Yeah. So we've looked at quite a few and they just have not worked out, but we really like this one. We love like the feeling we're getting here. So we're going to probably talk to the agent and see if we can work something out that is feasible.
It's funny because all of us were saying this one just feels right.
Yeah,
Each
it does.
person, like, individually was
Yeah,
saying it.
for sure.
So, yeah, we always talk to the real estate there.
And see what happens.
See if we can beat them down a bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Make it a little more affordable. And, well, if we can do that, this is good. We really like it.
We do really like it.
Like, you know what we were saying was, like, you gotta be able to drive in here like this, which is cool, right?
Yeah.
And then you can just start.
Yeah.
You know, if you bring in wood in here, you can just start. If you bring in that hot tent in here, which we will be,
Yeah.
you just start. You can just pull in here and just have a fire and cook some hot dogs easily.
Yeah.
With the whole family being comfortable. Like, we're comfortable now. You're already in like a yard. Feels like, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is kind of what you want, like what we always kind of shoot for. That there's not a whole bunch of landscaping that has to be done instantly. Right?
Yeah, it's important.
Yeah. If you don't have to do that, like, that's huge because. To do a road, that's not cheap either, you know.
No.
A lot of work. Like, yeah. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll talk to the real estate agent. We'll see what we can come up with, and we'll keep you guys posted. But hopefully, fingers crossed.
Yeah, wish us luck.
Yes. We're slowly getting our gym set up. We started building one of our machines here, and we're missing a piece of it. So either it got lost in the move, or we left it in the shed at the last place. We're really not sure, but we can't seem to find it. So we had to order a new piece, and it's coming in the mail. It should be here in like a week or so. But we're setting up some of the other pieces and just trying to feel out the gym and like the space we have. So I'm finally working out again for the first time in like a year, because with my last pregnancy, I was so sick from week 7 until week 40 when I delivered her. I was like so sick. I was on a bunch of medication just to get through the day, but there was no way that I could actually exercise. So I'm slowly getting back into it. So I'm just in the gym today, and I've been in here the last 3 days, and I'm like so happy to be back in the gym, and I'm really feeling it. My attire isn't gym attire, but I only have so much time while the baby's napping, so I don't even bother getting changed. I'm just whatever I was wearing. I'm in here just trying to get a little workout just because I want something to get my body back in shape again. So I've been walking a lot, which is nice, and now trying to lift some weights, and it feels so good. My chest is so sore because I did chest 2 days ago, and it is killing me. But today's back, so I'm doing some rows and just lightweight as I get back into it after a whole year of being off. Feels good though, feels so good. And I bought a weight rack to store all of our dumbbells because they're all over the floor, to clean it up a little bit. And I'm gonna build it and put it over on this side of me. I'm gonna hopefully do that later. It's looking like a real gym, eh? I wasn't able to fit a lot of the barbells on there, but that one fit. And then I just laid some on the ground behind it. This tree, weight tree, I don't know, maybe we'll be able to get rid of. I just want to get all the weights in here and then feel it out. I have proper gym attire on, so I'm just going to do a quick set of curls in here. Again, all the weights are not in here yet. This is a bunch of them, but there's still some in the garage that I need to go find and bring in here. And then we're gonna just kind of feel out this space. So here's the treadmill, which may have to come right out of this room, because I'm thinking as soon as we're able to get the bar that I said is on the way for this big machine, once we build it, I think that this might be a little too close, because we want to be able to do like pull downs and stuff on this machine. So we may have to shuffle everything, which means the treadmill will have to go right out of this room. It just might not fit. But right now I have a few minutes while the baby is sleeping. I'm gonna do some curls because that's the one thing I didn't do this week. And I don't wanna go through the week and not have done it because, like I said, I'm just starting back after a year and just doing a few exercises a day. So if I missed a day, I don't really wanna continuously miss it for the entire week and just not get arms in this week. So that was the only thing left. Arms, back, legs, and chest was for the week, and I didn't do arms, so I gotta get to that right now. Arms are always something that I've been able to like tone up really fast, so I hope they come together pretty quickly here for me. This life machine here, this is one of my favorite piece of equipment. Just show you real quick how it works. I love it. So you can do leg curls, or then you can flip it around. So you flip this around so you can lift up and work in here. So it's a pretty cool machine. It's a pretty cool machine. I'm having a mom brain fart right now. So I can't leg curls and dang, leg extensions, that's the word. It's I love this machine for sure. Right, it's Easter morning and Sam has been up since like 6:30 because she's super excited for our little egg hunt. Now to start the morning off, I'm going to make some pancakes. So that was 1.5 cups of flour, and now I'm doing 1 tablespoon of white sugar, which I don't always do, but it does make it taste better, even if it's just mentally. This here is about 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1 1/4 cup milk. Here's an egg. I'm gonna put in 2 because it calls for 1 large. I feel like these aren't very big. Plus more eggs, a little more protein.
Oh my god, that was so close. Oh man, that wasn't too bad.
All right, we're getting everything set and ready, and Jeremy's family should be here in a couple hours. Yes, Your Highness, you called.
Oh, we gotta set up our bird
what?
feeders.
Oh, yeah.
We gotta get feeding these birds.
Yeah, we do.
It's like a staple in our lives.
It is. Well, I'm happy to say Easter weekend was a success. Dinner was great tonight. Everybody loved all the food, which is awesome. Jeremy and his dad both kept raving about how great the turkey was, and his mom even, so that's awesome. I just finished washing my floors and cleaning everything up, and I am going to hit the hay. So hope you all had a great Easter weekend as well, and we'll see you in the next one.